Hi everybody, welcome to, we're getting so close to getting to the end of our colorwork hat. It's looking good, it's coming along, and yeah, we've started our crown decreasing, our crown shaping. I got you to do on your chart too, I got you to do rounds 1 and 2 of your chart for your homework, and we are going to carry on now, and we are going to carry on and finish all of chart 2, which is going to take us to the top of our hat. So we're just going to carry on as before with our one decrease round, one even round. For example, on round 3 we're going to carry on with whatever you're using as your yellow squares, and it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 knits. Then you'll do an SKP, a knit, slip, pass over, double decrease, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 knits again. And like I say, up until this point, after you did your first decrease, you're on round 1, you should have 20 stitches between each of your markers, because I suggested that to make it easier on yourself, you should put a marker at the junction of every start of your chart section. But that's going to change. For example, after you get round 3 done, there are only going to be 18 stitches between each marker in each section. And what's happening, like we talked about last time, every time you do a decrease, some of your chart has to disappear, right? Because those stitches are no longer there. So, whenever you get to, as the chart progresses, whenever you get to white stitches, white squares, they're gone. You just ignore them. So, if, for example, on round 3 here, we'd be knitting 9 of our yellow, whatever color you've got for that. Skip those next 2 squares, like just ignore them. You would do your 9 yellow, then you would do your SKP, and then your 8 yellow. So these blank stitches are gone because of our decreasing that's happening. And as we progress on our hat, we lose more and more stitches. We decrease more and more. So therefore, more of the chart has to disappear. So it looks complicated, but it's not. Whenever you get to a spot on the chart that's, a white square, it's not there anymore. You ignore it and skip it and move on to whatever's next. Okay, so by the time we get to the very top of our chart, it will just be one green SKP, and then nothing. One green, one SKP. That's all that's going to happen in between markers at that point. So technically, you're down to very, very few stitches, and the decreasing has done its job. When you get to a point that your hat is getting small enough that it's awkward on your circular needle, because it's getting too small for your circular needle, you can change to your double pointed needles, your sock needles, your double enders, or if you don't like using those, if that's annoying to you, you can do what's called the magic loop, where you just pull the extra part of your cord of your circular out the side of your work. If you're not sure how to do that, just go to YouTube, look up magic loop method for using a circular. And it's a little bit tricky to do on such a short circular as this, but you can do it. You can fudge it and make it work. But it's definitely going to be easier for you if you change to the set of 4 or set of 5 double pointed needles in your 3 1/4 size. So I'm going to give you, I can't record for the next few days, so I'm going to give you a week again, because you've got a fair bit of homework to get from the round 3 to round 19 on your chart. Okay, in the meantime, if you happen to get that done before our next class, what we're pretty much talking about next class is weaving in ends and how to literally finish right at the very top of our crown. If you can envision, once you get there, you'll have your top little circle, if you will, excuse me, right at the top of your hat, of how to draw your yarn through those remaining stitches and secure it. And that will pretty much be it at that point. One thing, I just managed to finish the my original sample hat with my main color, my light oatmeal that I used as my color A. You will be very, very close. Some people are making it with one ball. Some people, depending on your tension, you might run out. Worst case scenario, if you run out and you don't want to buy another ball, you have a lot of yarn left of your other colors. If you were to take maybe another one of your lighter colors, I've got, for example, I've got my, where's my hand? I've got my light aqua. I could use that for my last few rounds. Instead of using my color A, I could switch it up and use, instead of doing A and then a color, A and then a color, I could do B and then a color, B and then a color. So it's really, when you get right to the top of the hat, it's really not going to make a huge difference. It's going to look like a design detail, really. No one would ever know if you wanted to fudge it and do that. But like I say, I made it with one ball. So give it a go and see how you get. And if you do need another ball, pop into the shop. You can always use it for something else. But like I say, no harm in changing it up for the last few rounds and using something else that you've got lots of. So have fun. We will see you next Friday night, same time. And yeah, spend the next few days hopefully staying cool and maybe sitting in the shade somewhere and working on your crown decreases. So have a great week. We'll see you next Friday.